Hello everyone, it is Aideen here from Confidence in Singing, and I'm here today talking a little bit more about honouring ourselves and our ancestors through the medium of music and song. And we spoke on the first day, we spoke a bit about honouring our roots, about where we come from and how we have these roots not just in our families and our relatives from way back, but we also have roots in our society, our community, who we are as people, as a collective of people, and we also have roots in where the people who've supported us as we have gone along. So thank you for joining me. And yesterday we spoke more about how to honor our happiness, happy feelings, and how to even sing happy songs. So I gave a few tips and singing tips on how to do that. But today, what I was planning to talk about is honoring our struggles and honoring sadness. And I am going to do a little bit of vocalizing today. We're going to do a little bit of a sad warm up, okay? Because I'm going to show you a little bit about how music can, when it's written, it can be written in a way that is more upbeat and kind of brighter or more melancholy. So what kind of songs do you listen to when you're sad? What do you listen to? Is there anything that soothes you when you're sad? Like sometimes when we're not feeling happy, we can't just go straight for a happy song. You can't force yourself into feeling better. We need to acknowledge where we're at in any particular moment. Now, if you're a singer and you want to sing sad songs, we need to have a little bit of a control over our sadness. We can't start singing a song, I mean, unless you're at home by yourself. But if you were singing for other people, we don't want to start singing the song and end up in tears by the second verse and not be able to continue. So singers have to, and actors as well, I think, we need to find ways to be with sadness that doesn't feel like we're going to crumble under that sadness. And that takes a little bit of personal kind of awareness and possibly growth in yourself as well. I always feel like the singers that I listen to that sing very sad songs, that if they can do it and they can sing that sad song without falling to pieces, that there's a glimmer of hope in the sadness. That we can sing about sadness and not feel like that's the end. That maybe there is some faith in something is going to change as things go on. So the sad song that came to my mind when I was thinking about this topic was The Parting Glass. And I know for a lot of people, when someone passes to the other side or when we're grieving, music can be very, very important for that process. And The Parting Glass is a song about a person who is basically having his last drink before he leaves a party. But there's this undercurrent and meaning underneath that, which is I'm leaving everyone here and I'm passing to the other side. So it's like someone saying goodbye, and because they're leaving this world and moving into the next one. So it's got a kind of a few different levels to it, and I think that's why it's so good. If you haven't listened to Hosier's version of The Parting Glass, his is very, very good, and it's quite a recent recording that he did with the Late Late Show in Ireland. And if you put in Hosier, The Parting Glass, it should come up, and you'll really enjoy that one. But there's lots of other versions of it. So The Parting Glass, just to give you a taste of it. Of all the money that e'er I spent it in good company. And all the harm that e'er I've done, alas, it was to none but me. And it just is so beautiful a song. Now, if you're watching and you have a song that you want to share with me that makes you feel really sad or that helps you through sadness, please write it in there. Sometimes the comments don't come up immediately on my screen, so if I don't respond to you, I'm sorry about that, and it will probably be a little later and I'll reply to you. Struggles then. There's a lot of songs about breakups in relationships and things like that. I tend to always try and look at the bright side of life. I'm one of those people, the optimistic type of person, and so for me, I don't gravitate a lot to sad songs, but there's actually a little trick in music that makes a song feel sad, and that's to do with the minor key. Okay, so I'm going to just explain this to you. Some of you will be interested in this from music perspective, but most of the time when we play music, it has a slightly bright feeling. So that is a major key. It's kind of brighter, but the minor key sounds more like this. A lot of sad songs are played in this key. There are, of course, some songs that will be in the brighter key with very, very sad lyrics, and vice versa. But this is... So let's do a little exercise. And we're going to just do an exercise that helps us to get more tone in our voice, like more resonance. So resonance is a way to describe the kind of the way that sound vibrates within our mouth, our head, and then it can vibrate through the room. So instead of pushing sound forward, we're kind of holding the sound, we're vibrating sound from within. And to practice that, we're going to do a humming sound. So we're going to do, we're going to do. These are half steps and they can be hard to hear. So just listen again. Yeah. So what I notice is, because I'm on Facebook Live, I'm pushing my sound because I want to make sure you hear me. But the thing about this type of creating tone, so we're creating this kind of resonant tone so that when we sing, there's more feeling in it almost. So to do that, you don't try to be heard. Just almost sing it to yourself. So I'm going to be a bit more conscious of that myself now. So it'll be... So you can hear a little bit more gentleness in my voice there. That's the way it should be, not pushed, yeah? So we're going to go here. And then humming. Very gentle, very relaxed. A little sigh. It's always good to just not get too tense when we're singing, yeah? Very good, and just hum it with me. That wasn't too bad. I'm judging myself. Demonstrate how to use it in a song. Very good. Relax that tummy. So it has this kind of pensive poignance to it when we allow the sound to really sit with us and not pushing it forward. So for a song like The Parting Glass, for our sad songs, this is what I suggest. So A way to sing it then would be, as I sang a little bit of it earlier, let's try it with more resonance. So that's me just practicing. Hi Bridget, it's great to see you here. Of all the money that e'er I spend, so just keeping it here, yeah. I spend it in good company, and all the harm that e'er I've done, alas, it was to none but me. And all I've done for want of wit, to memory now I can't recall. So fill to me the parting glass. Good night and joy be with you all. That was nice. When we hold that sound more within, when we avoid trying to be heard, avoid pushing our sound forward, we can really come more into our bodies, to feel that depth, to add the meaning in, to feel each meaning of each and every word. All I've done for want of wit, which would mean because I was a bit of an idiot, I didn't have any wits about me. To memory now I can't recall. I can't remember all the things I did out of stupidity. But fill to me the parting glass, which is fill my glass and I'll be off. Good night and joy be with you all. It's a beautiful song. So anybody who doesn't know that song, The Parting Glass, try it. And you can practice this kind of humming. When we practice the humming of a song and holding the sound here within, we're going to actually vibrate the sound a bit more. There's one aspect of what I just did that I am going to give you a little insight into. And that's where we're using the slightly more nasal sounds, the M's, the N's. And what a lot of people do in traditional music is they allow those M's and N's to vibrate. So say for instance, of all the money that e'er I spend, there's a long N there. And that can actually really, it's a vibration, and it reminds me of the sounds that we get when we do a mantra like Om. And it's like you can feel it moving out. I'm actually going to talk a little bit about mantra in terms of honoring ancestors, because mantras are a way for us to connect with the vibration of the energies around us, and not just with ourselves at the moment, but divine energy even. So that's something that I want to cover on Friday. I'm probably going to do that because I'm going to be starting a class on mantra music for those of you who are interested. It's something that I've been doing for many, many years, and it has really transformed my ability to handle things in life, and it made me feel a lot more connected with the energies around us, the divine energies around us, because not every energy around us is divinity. And I think that was a big lesson that I learned early on. So that aside, today what we were talking about is sad songs. So what other sad songs come to mind? Well, there's songs about struggles. For instance, how about this one? The one that I love from Dolly Parton is Jolene, and it's a song about a woman who is worried that her husband is going to cheat on her because this younger lady is flirting with him a little. Now, I don't blame the younger lady. I think it's more the responsibility of the gentleman actually to respect his partner by not making her feel uncomfortable. But at the same time, it's a complicated situation, isn't it? Anyway, we won't go into the depths of that. But she's talking about a struggle, and she's like begging for Jolene to leave her man alone. So that's another one of those kind of struggle songs. I'll sing a little of it for you if you like. Jolene, 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 I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. So she's got that kind of pleading sound in there. So that's it for today on sad songs, and I hope you've enjoyed it, or felt sad, I'm not sure, but to give yourself permission to sing those sad songs. Allow that sadness to wash over you, because what happens when we deny our sadness is it gets stored in our bodies. It becomes a button then, that when somebody mentions, oh, you know, or I remember when your dad did this, or I remember this or that or the other, and suddenly it brings you back to that sadness and it becomes a pain point. Now, if we can transform those pain points early on and feel the sadness and talk to someone about it, like, why not? Like, even if it's a professional, it's good, better than nothing. Your friends sometimes aren't really able to be there for you, and family members sometimes aren't able to be there for you. But music is always there for you. Music is always there for you. Play a song. Let that sadness wash over you and become aware of how you really are, and see if that doesn't actually help you to come out the other side. Because really, until we go through something, it's hard to come through it and feel that you've you know, that you can handle it. When we hide from the sadness that we have, when we hide from our feelings of despair, it really doesn't help all that much. So any comments or questions after the video, if you're watching the replay, please comment below and let me know any of your thoughts on this. And if you found the video interesting, please let me know that as well. I'll be back again tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to be talking about songs about dreams and opportunity. And then on Friday I'm going to talk about songs that honor divinity and mantra. So not everybody will be interested in that, but I am very passionate about how much it's helped me. So if you've any interest in sound as a form of healing, or sound as a form of connecting with, say, nature and divine energy, then tune in on Friday, because that's what I'm going to be covering. So thank you all. I see a few people have been listening in and coming in and out, and I really appreciate your time, and I'm really happy that you've been here. Please pass it on, share it with your friends if you think they might be interested in, and I'll be back tomorrow at the same time and on Friday. So God bless and take care. Bye.